Well, I just want to again. We're going to welcome you all to Bro Code. This is our first session, and Wes and I are going to take a stab at this. And Sean Stanfield. I'm the good-looking brother. Just to let y'all know. So put that out, put that out there first.
Yeah. Yeah, let's look at that nice shine we got
Yeah,
going
that is a toupee. I'm telling y'all.
on. You wish.
It's a chia. He eats chia
It's
seeds
it's
every
all the
day.
hair, it's all the hair on the other parts of my body that I comb over, you
It's
know.
a comb over. It's a back comb over.
Excuse me while I go throw up
Don't
real
turn
quick.
around.
I'll be
Don't turn
right back.
around, please. Oh, that's
Chewbacca.
at least he didn't say nose. All right.
Mm. What if
It
Chewbacca
makes me.
yeah. What if Chewbacca gets hairballs? I'm just kind of curious, like a cat. Does he have to?
We don't see that, do we? Han walking around on the. I got the million five walking around going. Seriously? Your name's
Furminator?
Furman.
Yeah, the Furminator is Furmin Chewbacca. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Could you imagine how much he sheds? Like, serious.
Oh, well, if you bred him with the poodle, you wouldn't have this problem, Han.
Exactly. Right?
But yeah,
Or what is
yeah,
it? The Labradoodle? What
yeah,
was it?
yeah. The one that doesn't shed, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is Bro Code, and I'm Wes, the other brother, not as attractive. So yeah, but I think
Oh,
this is
yeah.
to give my side of why we're doing this, and now we could do intros in a second. But I think this is part of it. Like I don't know, we always you know, speaking, of Mother's Day is coming up, like it's always been like we get together as a family, all of our family, all of our kids. Or yeah, I'd even say when we were, kids in our parents' home, like it was all about laughter, making each other laugh, doing something stupid, doing something funny, maybe something inappropriate,
Making mom
and
pee. Making mom
make,
wet her
make
pants.
making mom wet her pants. I mean, how many times did we do board games, and mom had to like run to the restroom because we made her laugh so hard. Yeah. I mean,
Or we went in the kitchen and grabbed a bucket and put it underneath her chair.
yeah, 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 totally. So I don't know how you embody that in a podcast, but yeah, but that was kind of my
I
thought.
still,
It's like,
I
you know,
still tell a story about that one when we were playing it. Oh, Cranium. Remember, you had to do the acting or the Play-Doh or whatever, and
yeah,
Dad had that one clue.
quadruple bypass,
Yeah, he's standing there like, and his
and he
pants
fell on the
fall
floor.
out, and his pants got out first because he
That's
couldn't
right.
keep his pants up. I'm like, here
Yeah,
he is with his pants around his ankles.
there's our dad standing in the kitchen in his chonies. Yeah, yeah, quadruple
And Mom's like,
bypass. Yeah, he always had an issue. He always had an issue holding those pants up. Always.
I, well,
His standard position, do you remember? He would put his hands in his back and hold the belt in the back of his pants and just like
yes.
hold
You
it
know
and
what?
like to hold his pants up. Like that was his
I
natural
know.
stance. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have all these
Uh,
years. We should have just bought him suspenders. We should have bought suspenders. That's our
he
fault.
would have looked good in suspenders. Yeah, that'd have been yeah.
I think
The
so.
the big thick ones you get like from Home Depot,
Hmm. Oh
We'll get him some
yeah,
rainbow ones. He'd love that. He would love that.
yes. Hell
Oh,
y'all!
that'd be good.
I,
Beverly
I
Beverly
declare,
Hillbillies. Here we go.
I declare.
Oh, that'd have been good. I can
Look at me
picture that
being my
now.
suspenders. We would walk. I
Mm.
think we would walk by him all the time and go, "Pow,
Pop.
pow."
Yep.
Y'all stop!
Totally.
You're keeping my pants up.
Yep. Oh, too
Well, I think
funny.
well, some of the biggest thing I mean, besides us laughing and joking all the time. which we will do. We're going to talk
Uh,
about stuff like, and there are some hard topics that we've sort of looked at, like biblical masculinity, managing trauma, depression, cancer, lifting heavy, struggles being a dad, finding peace, uh, stuff like when a guy says we are fine.
oh,
Uh,
oh, that hits deep right there. That hits real
mhm.
deep. Mm,
Being a sensitive man versus being tough. We're going to talk about church, self awareness, anxiety, and the big one, perfection.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of
And
church, that should probably be part of this intro. It's just
well, here we
our
go.
connection to the church. There was something we said at a family reunion a couple of years. I'm the black sheep of the family, which is why I wear black. Sean's the white sheep of the family. Uh,
No,
yeah,
no, I am
yeah.
more. I am the liberal pastor. I'm the one that's been excommunicated on the other side. So,
Well, yeah, but then
hello.
you're still technically a reverend. So that's a little different.
Is that
Yeah.
reverend or irreverent? Which one did you
Yeah.
say? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's us. We grew up in a very faith focused family.
Hmm.
Both pursued pastoral ways. One earlier out of high school, one a little bit later. But that's definitely something that's in our
Way, way later.
later. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely part of who we are is
Hmm.
that
Well,
faith.
and our family's pretty split too, because we've got kind of, a lot that are immediate family, more, I would say, conservative leaning, and then the rest of it, and some of us are probably more moderate progressive. So it's
Yeah. Yep. It's a mix.
interesting table talks. Interesting table
Yeah,
talks.
interesting tailbox. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't bring
yeah,
that
yeah.
subject. What is it when you have like a family get together? You don't bring up politics. You don't bring up faith. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
There was a third one too. I don't remember. So
Um, I don't know. But there's some of the hot topics we try not to talk about because,
yeah, but
yeah,
we might talk about it in this. Sure,
yeah,
we will.
absolutely.
We will.
We'll
Let's.
have to. So,
Yeah, we'll have to.
so I think really, honestly, since it's our first one and, we haven't kind of been our first time doing this together, Mother's Day is Sunday. And for all you guys out there who may be watching this, guess what? Mother's Day is Sunday. So any mothers to be, mother figures, if you've been called a mother, just remember that, and don't
Yes,
forget to
yes.
do something. Yeah, right.
For your mother. For your mother.
Yeah, for your mother or the mother figure in your life. Do something. Don't forget that. All
Yeah,
right, and help your kids out. They're
yeah.
gonna be coming to
So
you
is that
anyway,
is
going, "Well,
oh oh that's the worst. That's the
no,
worst.
I know. Hey,
Just
wait, when do we get mom?"
oh
Yeah, yeah.
yeah
Be thinking
yeah that's the
now.
worst.
Don't don't wait
Yeah
till Saturday night like every guy. You be at the Walgreens or the CVS.
yeah yeah. Are you so the plan is to post this before Mother's Day then, I guess. There you go. All right.
Yes, that plan is I'll
Yeah.
edit this. Some of
You
this I'm gonna edit out some of this. Our earlier conversation was about bourbon. We'll put that
you
out
could
there at
like
some point.
add some. Oh no, well you could put it at the end. Oh, now we're gonna change subjects.
I could have yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure.
So I mean Mother's Day. So I'll go first. Mother's Day in my house is a hard one because we have no more moms. So we lost
Mm-hmm.
Steph's mom basically a year and a few months into our marriage back in our early 20s. And that was well before kids. So Mother's Day every year was kind of a hard day, and it's kind of stayed that way for her,
Right,
even though she
right.
is now a mom. And then for me, obviously, with mom passing away, gosh, 14 years ago, we're about to come up to an anniversary. You know,
I
it's
know.
it's one of those days where it is Steph's day in our house, and you know, but it's also one of those things that it's just a reminder that they're not here, and not always sad. Sometimes, and there's been some years where it's been sad, and there's been some years where it's like just, but it's obviously a thought that goes through our mind. So So it's
Right.
always a, I mean, I would say majority or not, it seems to be more of a hard day.
Yeah.
It's one of those days where definitely Steph is like, I just don't want to think about it. But it's tough because, but she has kids. She's a mom, and instead of
Right.
focusing on the positive, sometimes it's like, I feel like sometimes we focus on the negative.
Right.
Um, but
But you celebrate Stephanie. Y'all
Yeah,
celebrate
we do.
Stephanie,
Yeah, oh,
though.
yeah, we
Really. Oh,
still,
yeah.
yeah, we still go out. We still do something, dinner, whatever. Kids still get her. I don't get her anything, so I don't know. That's always been kind of a thing. Like, I think earlier on, obviously when the kids are so small, I was the one buying the gift. But once they got to an age, it's like she's your mom, she's my wife. You need to buy her something, or I'll
Right.
pay for it, but like you need to get her something. So now
Right.
that Carly's old enough, almost 20, will be 20 this year, she's good. She's got her own money. She's using her own money. She's already thought it through. The 13-year-old boy is the one that's like, what are you doing? What are you going to get? You know,
Right.
uh, the sad part was this last weekend. So the weekend before Mother's Day, Steph and I went away for a night to go to that concert that I mentioned. And it was
Right.
like, kids, perfect time. I'm gone. Mom's gone. Like, you have transportation, you have finances. I'll pay for it. Like, just go get it. Like, go do whatever. And yeah, Charlie was good again, but Arden was like, I mean, it was like pulling teeth, you know. So absolutely like pulling teeth.
Make
So,
mom something.
well,
Do good.
do something. Well, that's the worst part. It's like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't know, I'm past the age of making stuff. Like, how many of these knickknacks do we need to keep? Yeah, the ashtray, the old school clay ashtray back in the day.
What am I doing this?
Yeah, it's like, really? Do we need this? Do we need this?
I
No,
don't- Did you really get rid of that? No.
no.
Nope. It's in a tote in the garage.
It's great when they show up at Goodwill and go, "Hey, I made this."
What? No.
No.
Why does it have my name on it? There's another Carly in
Yeah,
this city.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's more than one. Yeah,
You ship it to me, and I'll put it in the Goodwill here.
there you go. There you go. So there you go.
Cross nation
Yeah.
Goodwill donations.
There you go. Yeah, that works. How much would it pay to box all that up and ship it? Oh gosh, that sounds awful.
Why are
Uh,
you don't worry about it.
don't
They'll
worry
never
about
find it.
it. They'll never find it. So,
That's right.
but yeah, it's a
But
hard day, but
but
we will. We will
it's
celebrate.
hard.
Yeah, we're. I mean, this year we're going to a D-backs game. Dodgers are playing the Diamondbacks, so that'll be fun. Steph loves baseball. I love baseball, so we're going to the game, and then we'll go to dinner, and it'll be good. Kids got their gifts. Arden's gift doesn't show up until next weekend because he waited so late. So
Hmm. Lesson learned.
I'm actually like, Carly, I know is good. We'll get mom flowers and stuff too, but like, I'm not telling. I'm done with him. I'm like, I'm not going to say write a card. I'm waiting for him to wake up on Sunday morning and not remember that it's Mother's Day and just be like, oh, where's my gift, Dad? Next weekend, dude.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
This is gonna be odd. This is gonna be odd for you.
It's but this is the second year now. So I mean, for me, it's whatever. Without mom here, yeah, I get a little emotional because it is a hard day for me because I do miss mom a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that, especially, I think for me, it's the stuff that I miss, and I miss like showing off the kids stuff. Like, here's what Lindsay's been through. Here's what Topher's going through. Here's what Emily's going through, and miss sharing those kind of life experiences with her. And it makes it tough. But the other aspect, being divorced, uh, not my job to remind the kids. You
Oh,
know
that's true.
that
Oh, it's
it's
totally
their
on the.
it's their mom,
Oh, yeah.
not yeah, yeah.
So,
So it's
so do they actually remember? I mean, I feel like Emily would.
Emily will. Well, yes, Emily will. Lindsay will. Topher, he's kind of ardent, and but only he's 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might remember
Yeah.
if one of his sisters will prompt him, say,
Yeah.
"By the way,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, reminder. Yeah. Yeah. Steph's got
yeah,
people in her family like that that are like, oh, by the way, it's your uncle so and so's birthday today. And it's like,
okay,
yeah, I know, but she hates him. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I know." Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
it
That's
is different.
yeah, yeah, Lindsay. So are they all going to go see their mom? You don't know. Is
I
Lindsay
know.
with you this weekend? Well, you're still
Remember,
sharing Lindsay.
I'm in Kentucky. Yeah, but I go to Kentucky every weekend. I have a
Okay,
church.
so she's with Robin every weekend because of church. Okay, so that's the split. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
yeah, I'll.
Father's Day, will she go
Uh,
with you to church
so no, because well, it kind of no. She is actually going to be at camp. She has camp that week.
for Father's Day?
So
That's weird.
yeah. So she's going off to. I think it's Is it Cedar Crest that week? Yeah, Cedar Crest, which is in Dixon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Cedar Crest.
So I've got church. So I'm gonna have to have Lynn or Emily Robbins out of town for 2 weeks. So I
Wow,
need Emily to take her to Cedar Crest and drop her off because I'll be in Kentucky at church.
doing the job. It's so hard working one day a
Mm.
week. I tell you.
I only wish I have a dual appointment.
Mm-hmm. As my father-in-law says, the God business. How's the God business? Yeah,
24/7.
yeah,
You know,
yep.
it's funny. I was listening to actually the sermon from this past Sunday for the Vine, my other position, and it was somebody else preaching. It was about mental health and physical health was kind of the topic, and talking about Sabbath. And I went, Sabbath. That's an
What
interesting topic.
what is that?
Hmm,
Yeah. Hmm.
it's interesting.
Yeah. I think
What is
yeah,
that?
I protest Sabbaths. I'm just saying. Like I don't that's probably should be a topic of in our conversation. It's like Sabbath. What is
We
it? I
should put that in the list.
yeah, I think it's self for me, I think it's partially self-induced. I think it's just I'm always on a go. Like I gotta be doing. It's hard to stop. If I see a need, I feel a need. It doesn't matter where I am. It could be at home, it could be
Mhm.
elsewhere. It's like
All right.
I gotta do
Have
this.
you ever done the Enneagram test?
I have.
The-
I don't remember what
e-
I am. Yeah. What
I
is
bet
it?
you're like me.
Which is
Enneagram 2, Wing 3, which is the helper.
yeah. I think I might have been that number. I'll have to go check. I'm gonna take it
Yeah,
again now that you say that.
it's it. Yeah, yeah. It
I've
is
done.
the person who hard time saying no sometimes.
Hmm, yeah, I've gotten better at that saying no, but
Yeah,
it's
I do too. It
yeah,
depends.
yeah. But from a personal standpoint, I just like there's always something to do, and I like doing. I won't lie, like I like doing. So but
Yeah,
yeah, so
I like doing for others. I like helping others
yeah,
a lot.
yeah. I miss the not having the nonprofit still. Like that's still one of those things where it's like that was an outlet for me to give back, and we still give back. And we tithe and things like that, but it's like that that outlet was always so beneficial.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
it's Mother's Day.
Cool.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
It's going to be a rough day. Maybe,
It's
maybe
be
not.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Well, I mean, I'll personally have the distraction of serving at church. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll have fun stuff. But yeah, I agree with you about the mom thing. I think, the hard thing for me is like knowing that Arden never met her. Like he only knows stories. But some of those,
mhm.
I mean, like some of it's great. Like I'll tell you that like this one thing I would make creamed eggs for breakfast, right? Like and the kids love it. And we grew up with mom making that. And I remember Arden, I don't remember how old he was. He must have been 2 or 3 or something. And he asked, like, Dad, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's Nana's recipe. Well, Nana's recipe has now stuck to what creamed eggs is. Like, he'll never know the name creamed eggs. And I sit there and think, and I'm like, it's going to be my grandkids and maybe even my great grandkids that when somebody makes that, because it's not something common that people make, but every
Yeah,
time Arden makes it or whoever, they're going to be like, oh,
it's
that's
Nana's
Nana's
recipe.
recipe, and it's like, I hear that and I'm like, oh, that's just like, it just warms my heart because it's like her story lives on, right? Beyond just me.
Yeah, don't ask if you ask Papa Z what it was. It was SOS from the Navy.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And S stands for on a shingle. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yep.
And he hated it. Absolutely hated it. Because for the Navy, it was either eggs or chipped beef or hamburger.
Yeah.
Same
I
thing.
I love it.
He
It's so
hated it.
good.
Hated it.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Some
like it.
you don't
I don't
like it?
like it.
Really?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm a gravy guy. I'm just like white gravy. Ah, it's just so good.
I like it, but I just don't like. I'm not. My kids love it,
Your
and they'll
kids love
every
it
once
too?
in a while like, can you? Oh, they love it, and they're like, Dad, can you make it? I'm like, okay,
Yay.
I'll make it for y'all. I'll make it for y'all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
SOS. I'm gonna have to remember that now.
The
SOS.
other there's another Nana recipe uh that gets requested at least once, maybe twice a year. Nana strawberry cake.
Yes. I actually haven't made that in a while. I need to make that because Arden's now at an age where he'll probably like remember it. Like he was too young.
Weighs
Yeah,
like 40 pounds.
it does. You know what you know what I haven't made? I keep thinking about it is
Mm.
mom's brother, Uncle Barry's ice cream cake. You know how I used to make like ice cream cake all
Oh.
the time? Oh,
Hmm.
oh, yeah, all the time. I keep thinking like,
Did you
oh,
ever
I need
make
to make
his
an ice cream cake. I haven't made that. I
have you ever made his lemonade pie or limeade pie?
I haven't made
Oh,
that. No,
it tastes like a
dude,
key lime pie. It's so
yeah.
easy. It's
Oh,
like
that sounds
four
good.
or three or four ingredients. So
Well,
it's Cool Whip, it's
you
Eagle
moved to
brand
the
milk,
West. Okay,
and then you
okay.
take the small canister of limeade, mix that up, put it in a graham cracker crust, throw it in the refrigerator. You're done. Tastes like a key
Wow.
lime pie.
Okay,
Done.
I might have to try that. You
Uh-huh.
move. Here's what's so funny is like you move to the West Coast. People don't eat like that. They don't. I keep saying like if I would have opened a Southern restaurant, like there are a couple. Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh,
There's a couple
I love
spots that
chicken
are like
waffles.
that, but it's like I like. Oh, I go there because I crave not the chicken and waffles. Well, I do crave it. They have really good fried chicken, but like the turnip greens.
I love the
And she
chicken.
makes it like she's from
Mm.
Atlanta. It's like, oh yeah, these are the turnip greens I grew up on. Like this is better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is actually bad out there. That's the funny
It's
part.
terrible. I
It
hate.
doesn't taste good.
I'm not a
It
big.
doesn't.
No. When people eat
Well,
Cracker
they've
Barrel, they
got
go,
again. It's gotten
yeah. It's when
commercialized. Yeah,
northern people eat Cracker Barrel. They go, oh, let us. I'm like, this is not Southern food, people. Mm-mm.
it's not. Nope. Nope.
Let me
No.
make you
Every time
some
I go
mustard
back.
greens.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
Hmm.
Yeah, every time we go back home, it's always like I need a meat and three. I gotta have a meat and three, because nobody understands what meat and three is in the West. So,
Oh
but
no! And I used to eat soul food when I worked in Nashville, and they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna go get soul food today." And I'm like, I said, "Well, what are they serving today?" And they like mac and cheese and greens. I said, because I know it's either turnip greens or mustard greens. And they said, and then hot water cornbread. And I said, all right, what's the meat today? And they said, you got meatloaf or chitlins. I'm like, whoa, we ain't eating chitlins today, buddy. I've had it one time. I'm
you
like,
don't
nope,
you don't like chitlins?
no, do not like chitlins. Not, I had it one
Shame,
time. I just, mm, mm-mm,
shame. I still
mm-mm.
remember smelling chitlins being made in that house, that family I stayed with when I went to college in Atlanta.
Nope.
Where I was the only
Mm.
Caucasian person you could see for miles away and lived in an African American or black person's home. I learned how to make chitlins. It was,
I don't like them.
man, maybe
I
it's
did
the
not.
homemade
I,
ones.
I,
Like maybe that's what's different. I don't know. They were so
I
good.
don't know. I did not like them. Now I've had no, street tacos. I've had tripe. I've
Right.
had,
Which tripe is
which
tongue,
is
right? Is that tongue? Tripe's tongue, right?
stomach lining.
Stomach line, yeah.
Stomach lining. Yeah, I've had. I mean, which is great. I've had all kinds of real street tacos. None of that bothers me. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah, but I've had chitlins. Yeah, they're
mm-mm,
good. They can be. They
mm-mm,
can be good if they made right, maybe. I don't know.
that's good.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, good
But
meatloaf.
yeah,
Meatloaf though.
yeah, meat and three. I love those. Yeah, you don't get that out west. In the west, it's clean. We jokingly laugh like, all right, when I was in Nashville, I might have been at like a, at a 10-point scale, I might be a seven, like attractiveness. You go out west, I'm a 5. Just everybody's thin and fit, and it's like, yeah, you drop a couple. You go to LA, now I'm a 3. It's like Phoenix 5, LA 3. But oh well, National
You
I'm a 7.
downgraded.
I doubt,
Yes.
yes, yeah. You walk on the beach and you go, where do all these beautiful people come from? I just don't understand. Like, yeah, but I don't know. No, not meant for that.
I'm just getting older. That's all I know.
Yeah, and wiser,
Oh,
right?
uh, y- y-
Uh, wise
yes,
ass,
we.
more wise ass. Got it. Yeah, yes,
That's yes, that's exactly it. I've always been that. What are you talking about?
yeah.
That's natural.
But you're getting stronger as you get older. That's a good thing.
I'm definitely strong. Well, I was pretty strong in high school though.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
as strong. I was not as
Yeah,
fit. Mm.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
much more fit
yeah. I
in
met
my
a
50s.
I met a guy this week on a call, like a new kind of potential partner for our company, for my company. Um, and we were talking, and he had a Michigan State like jacket. He lived up in Michigan, and he had a Michigan jacket on. I was like, "Are you a Michigan State fan?" He's like, "Well, no, he's from Ohio." He said, "But my son's going to Michigan State playing football," and I was like, "Oh, really?" He says, "Well, actually, he went to University of Cincinnati, and he actually went pro for a short time, and then went Arena Bowl." And I'm looking at this guy like on the screen here, and look just like you, like doesn't look. He is 6'6", 325. His son is 6'8" and like 350. And he's offensive
Jeez.
lineman for Michigan State. And I'm like, that's a lot of guy. That's a lot of man. I'm just saying. Like, whoop.
They- everybody's gotten bigger.
Oh, they have. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I
I
still
mean, I
they're huge. I still remember going when I was coaching football, and I went to a local private school and was on the field with my friend who was the head coach. And like we were working with the offensive lineman, and I'm sitting there going like, I'm just like looking up, and because I mean they have a couple boys that went all D1. They had a bunch of kids that actually went D1, and it's like I'm sitting there like, these are grown men, and in high school.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're just
Oh yeah.
massive. Yeah, yeah,
Huge. I know. And I remember when I played, when I played through high school, and I'm like, I thought I was big, and I was bigger and strong, but it's like nowadays, some of these kids, oh, men, when especially doing FCA stuff, I'm like going, oh my gosh. I'm like,
massive.
I don't
Yeah,
remember. I don't remember going against anybody this
that's
big.
big,
Maybe a
right?
couple.
Yeah,
Maybe a couple. Yeah,
yeah.
but
I
I'd
think,
have been like a squirrely tight end or something, or,
yeah,
or
yeah, no,
quarterback or something. Yeah,
yeah, no. That's crazy. It's just crazy.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, the one position that I
you
wanted
got
to play in football, but I was always too big for it. I always had good hands. I would have loved to have been a tight end.
you could have been
I
a
always had
tight end.
good
I can
hand.
see.
I always had good hands. So yeah.
I could see that. I could see that. I don't know how we got on that subject. We're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
beauty and height and yeah, yeah. Oh, lifting. Hey, how much are you deadlifting? Because I haven't seen like a new PR from a deadlift standpoint.
We haven't really worked on deadlift very much. I mean, my last one was
Five
right at
something.
550.
Okay.
550.
Yeah. Yeah. I can lift. I only have 300 pounds in total at the home because I work out at home, and so I can lift that. But I've already told like, all right, I need to get some more plates if I'm gonna start getting heavier. So
Yeah, I warm up with 225.
yeah, well, that's honestly what I work out with. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw in 225 and just do everything
Let's
with
go.
that. Just
Yeah.
go, yeah,
I, I
and
do
I go
sets at 220.
and
I do sets with 225.
I just go till burnout. I mean, I'm just like I'm just gonna
Hmm.
squat, deadlift, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go until like I
Hmm.
can't lift anymore. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. We haven't done as much deadlift kind of stuff. And so I really hadn't PR'd in forever. And really, our level method we do at CrossFit, anything above 500 is like, whatever. We don't, and our bars
yeah.
won't hold it. I mean, I
Oh
maxed
yeah,
out the
that's
bar.
true.
So
Yeah, because they only go up to like 550 or 500 or something like that, anyways. Yeah.
yeah, and that with me with 550, I mean, you can't even see the end of the collar.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like it's right there. So
yeah,
it's
yeah. It's just bending.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
but you don't need to
So
lift anymore. I've actually like I love JJ Watt. I don't know if you follow him on social media, but like he's awesome. But like even after leaving football, I remember seeing a post, I think, and I mean, he was still like squatting 405, right? But he's jacked. But he said something like, "There's no reason to go for that max weight anymore. Like it's just
yeah,
there's no reason. Yeah, we still live,
Mhm.
still stay physically fit, but there's just no
Oh
reason
yeah,
to go for that extreme. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But they do say that lower core though, your lower body like deadlift and squats is a lot more beneficial to you later in life. I mean,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
because falls, is one of the biggest things that cause people trouble. And so if you can get yourself up on the floor, I've told
Yeah.
people, I said, if I fall one day, you're gonna see me burping back up. That's what you're gonna see.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think I don't know if you follow Peter Attia, but he there was the Disney special that had Chris Hemsworth in it. It was, I think
mhm.
it was called like Limitless or like something like that. And he did this like all these like mental, physical things that he did. And he did like fasting for 4 days and like what does it do to your body? And there's a guy on there. His name is Peter Attia. He's a doctor, Dr. Attia, and he is all about longevity. So like, yes, we as Americans live a long time. 70. I think what average male is like 75, 78, something like that.
Mhm.
But the quality of life drops. So we still live a long time, but those last years are just horrible. And
Right,
so his is always not just longevity, but quality of life. And
right,
so he's posted a lot of stuff like if you can carry your body weight, like in dumbbells and walk for I think a minute, then they have done research that says you should have no issues in your 80s or 90s,
yeah,
or if you could hold your body weight on a bar for like a minute, they've had all these like correlations to like even just grip strength and like it equates to this. So yeah, that's the kind of
yeah,
stuff, yeah, I'd love to, you know, do 550, but it's like at the end of the day, as long as I'm, you know, getting my butt off the ground, you know, that's what
right,
matters,
right.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Well, and that's really it. I am
yeah.
really not PRing anymore. I'm not doing all those PRs anymore. I'm just kind of maintaining where I'm at and doing now. I'm keeping my heart rate up. I'm doing all the core cardio kind of stuff. I'm still like going at it. But like here at the house, all I have now is a couple 50-pound dumbbells. I've got a 53-pound kettlebell, and I've got an 80, is it an 86 or 87-pound kettlebell? So mainly doing swings, do a lot of kettlebell swings, and then I'll do a lot of like either snatches or cleans with kettlebell or dumbbells, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Dad talks
kettlebell.
about how he'll get you. Yeah, Dad talked about you brought it to his house one day. It was doing workouts like in the driveway or something.
Oh yeah, I was doing. Yeah, I was swinging. Oh, I was swinging that. Oh, actually, I think I brought the 98. I don't have it anymore, but I was swinging that big bell out
That's
there in
cool.
the driveway. I did 100. I did 100 swings out there. Yeah,
Whew, whew. That's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Joe Rogan apparently has a pretty good like it's a social media trend, like Joe Rogan's kettlebell workout, but it's pretty legit. He's legit. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, kettlebell. I think kettlebells are probably one of the best things you can do because there's so much. They're so versatile between, either do cleans with them, do snatches with them, core strength kind of stuff with them, squats with them, do dumbbell, do
Yep.
squats with them. I mean, it's a very kind of standard thing just to
Yeah,
do.
I
I
agree. I
mean,
think
yeah, do carries. I mean, seriously, just carry a dumbbell and tighten your core up and just carry
yep.
it with you. Shoot, yeah,
Yep. Yeah, it gets you. Yeah, no, I mean, we have a Smith machine at home, which is great from a safety standpoint, but I think you lose, with free weights and kettlebells, like there's that mobility strength that you have to keep things stable, right? Like
yeah,
I can bench a lot on that Smith machine, but I take that bar by itself and try to bench. It's definitely not I'm not as
nope,
strong, right?
yep,
So, yeah, totally.
yeah. So,
Cool.
all right. Well, I
All right,
guess
brother.
this concludes our first podcast.
I don't know how we're going to end these things. I don't know.
I don't either. I think
God bless you.
uh,
You got to say a little
uh,
prayer, a little blessing for
me-
us, Pastor.
make a honey ho.
Oh,
That's John B. from Pee Wee Herman's
all right.
Playhouse.
Dun, 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 dun.
May the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Amen.